Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is January Moon and this is the Manifesting Moon channel. To those of you who follow my channel, you've been following me for years, you know who I am, you know what kind of videos I make, but unfortunately, YouTube is kind of putting me in a position where I have to do trends. And I like trends. Trends are cool, but you know, I'm more of a meditation, money chant, money magic, spell type person. But I can do trends, I can adapt. I've worked very hard for my channel and to be where I am today, and I don't want to ruin that by showing that I can't be flexible, and I really can. So I've created this podcast to kind of channel the energy of people who are popular and in front of the camera right now, people who are trending because they want me doing trends. So I'm kind of going to be featuring a certain popular person who's trending and just kind of looking into their background to see who they probably were as a past life. As you know, I do past life readings and I've done hundreds of them, probably thousands of them. And I've discovered some really cool things about people in their past lives. My past life readings used to be one of my popular readings. So today we are going to focus our energy on Sexy Red. Whether you hate or like her music, she is trending right now. She's very popular. Her real name, and I wrote it down. Is my microphone working? Yeah, it's working. Her real name is January, and I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, and I apologize. January, and her birthday is April 5th. Focus in. Oh wow, on her energy, I'm already getting so many cards that have flipped over. And I just want to know who she was in a past life, because a lot of times the people that we see on TV or on social media or YouTube, it doesn't have to be a celebrity, just someone who's very, very popular in the eye of people at this point in time right now, or trending on social media, celebrities. Sometimes there's a reason they're in that particular spotlight. It's because they're bringing forth the energy that they had in a past life. They probably were famous or very well known in a past life. So the first thing that I picked up on her is I feel a lot of Naga energy coming from her. If you don't know what a Naga is, it is half woman, half serpent. Like, I feel a lot of that energy flowing through her. There's a lot of sexual energy. Some people like it, some people dislike it. However, how you feel about it, she has this charisma that kind of draws people to her. And like I said, I picked her because she is trending right now, and YouTube wants me to do trending topics. So here we go. So I want to say that the cards that I'm getting, lessons and blessings. I feel like she's been through a lot of lessons. There's a lot of things in her past life that she actually had to get through to become who she is today. She's been through a lot of lessons, and I think she's reached a point where her ancestors are saying, okay, here's your blessing. You're gonna kind of, and this time around, it's not gonna be so easy in your childhood, but somewhere along the line, you're gonna come back and be who you were in that particular past life. So I do feel like a certain being. I don't feel like she's 100%. And I know this is going to sound crazy to everyone. I don't feel like she's 100% human. I feel like she's a hybrid. A lot of people don't realize that they're hybrids, because when we come back to Earth and we're kind of just surviving to be on this planet, you know, we need money to work, we need material things, we need money to eat. We kind of get wrapped up and focused on that stuff, and we forget who we were in a current life, you know, because we're just here in survival mode. So I feel like in a past life, she was once put on a pedestal. This is what I'm getting. This is what I'm channeling. And from the cards that I'm getting, I feel like she was judged in a past life as well because of her sexuality and her just being who she is and not caring what anybody else thinks about her. I got that judgmental card. I feel like she's been judged in a past life before, and if you read the card, it says authority figure. Actually, and this is what I'm picking up, she was actually like, and don't take this the wrong way, maybe, and this is what I'm picking up, kind of like a mistress to an authority figure, which gave her a role in being an authority figure. I feel like it started off as something secretive, and she ended up becoming this authoritative figure's main woman or wife. That is what I'm picking up. Even though she had all this sexual energy, and this is probably how she seduced him or got with this authority figure, she became an authority figure herself. Like I said, I'm picking up on a lot of Naga energy, and I feel like she was very popular or in the spotlight. It was because of a male, and a male who was a very high up, highborn, however you want to call it. I don't really want to say a king, but if we're in that era, something like a king, someone who was very high up. And I want to say she was like a mistress to this particular, this airborne man, you know, very high up on the totem pole. And he decided to make her his wife. Because I feel like in each life she comes through, she might have started off as a lowborn. And it was always someone of a political power or a king type power that brings her into the spotlight. And for some reason, I'm seeing a scandal. It's a scandal, but people have no other choice but to respect her. This is what I'm channeling. So she's basically stepping back into that person who she was during that era, being very important, very respected and not respected, kind of the same energy she's pulling right now, because I feel like there's a ton of people that love her music and there's a ton of people that do not. And I feel like that energy kind of follows her into every life that she's entered. Even during the past life that I'm speaking of, where she was like maybe a concubine or a mistress to a higher born man, he saw something in her and he made her legitimate, meaning he either married her or he forced people to respect her. And kind of like how her energy is now. You have people that absolutely love her, and you have people that absolutely do not like her music for whatever reason. So I'm picking up that same judgment. She's receiving a lot of judgment because she is who she is. She has all this sexual energy that she brings to the table. And I feel like to a very powerful man, I'm feeling like this king energy, empress type energy. And he absolutely loved and adored her. And he kind of made people respect her. And I feel like here in this time, in this era, she stepped forth because women can now be very powerful on our own. Remember, there were times in history where that could not happen without a male presence being involved in certain, eras. You guys know what I'm talking about. So I do feel like in a past life, she was on this same kind of level. She was very important, but in a scandalous way, because of her sexuality and how her energy comes about, in that to get to, I want to say he was a king, a pharaoh, an empress, got his attention in a past life. So in this life, she is pulling through that same energy, that same sensual, sexual energy to kind of get her in the limelight and to get the things that she wants in this world. She wants her son. I feel like she wants her son to be taken care of financially, not just today, but in years to come. I feel like money and wealth has always been a thing for her, but it hasn't been easy. Whatever she's done in her past life has always come with a scandal, because she's a very, very sensual, passionate kind of woman, and she displays it in her own kind of ways, whether you're against her or for her. And I feel like she's always been scandalous, even in a past life, you know, even with this life. Of a king or a higher born male in a past life, which made her scandalous, which made her popular amongst some people, and people were forced to respect her because this male figure that has so much energy and so much power demanded it, and you didn't want to cross this particular male. He had a lot of power. And I kind of feel like every time she comes into a life, there's a struggle, but then boom, you know. And it's funny, I said the word Pharaoh because the card Egypt came popping out. I feel like she was someone very important in Egypt, very talked about, gossiped, because of how she got into the limelight and became very popular. It was because of her sexual energy, and it was because of the male figure that she dealt with. So there's a lot of hype around her sexual energy and how she displays it, and a lot of people don't like it. Some people are fans of hers. They love it as Egypt. So I'm leaning more towards a pharaoh she was involved with, who was very powerful. Like I said, she was not at first the wife or one of the wives. I think she was more of a concubine or a mistress type woman. We just pulled Egypt, so that kind of gives me a timeline of what I'm looking at. That's why I love to pull from this past life deck. It kind of gives me a timeline of what I'm looking at here. I'm picking up on the powerful man, but now that Egypt came out, Pharaoh, she was a mistress or some sort, or concubine type energy. I know they call them different things in Egypt, but to a very high pharaoh. And the same energy is coming through. She was very sexual. There was a lot of scandal involved, like I said, because this probably was not the type of woman that this pharaoh would deal with, but he saw something special in her, and he made her popular, brought her to light, and demanded respect. And that is what I'm picking up on her from a particular past life. And she's brought that energy back into this life with her, you know, scandals and being sexual, and, you know, people either love it or hate it. But that's kind of what I'm picking up on who she was in a past life. Very important. She was very important to a high pharaoh who absolutely loved and adored her. And I'm picking up on that. It might have been sexual. There was a sexual attraction in the beginning, but he actually loved and adored her, and he wanted people to respect her. I'm feeling like there was a marriage later on. There was something that tied her to him that made people respect her. And of course, not all people respected her, because they just saw her as, you know, this peasant that kind of rose to the top, and she did it with her sexual energy. So there was a lot of talk and a lot of gossip and a lot of judgment on that. And she kind of pulled that, you know, back into this life. I feel like she will make millions of dollars, because I'm picking up, she had a lot of money with this pharaoh. They did a lot of things together. She had this creative energy that she kind of channeled through herself and through the pharaoh. I want to say she helped him do some things that produced money. So I feel like she's always been a creative being. And whether you love her or like her, this is the energy that I picked up on Sexy Red. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Go ahead in the comment section if there's someone you want to know, like who's this person, who were they in a past life. Go ahead and put it in the comment section. And thank you so much. And I'll be making more of these videos because I have to do trends. So I'll be seeing you guys soon. Thank you.